Hello. This
Hello.
is the cast with me and Trace Masters right
Oh
here.
yeah?
Hello, Trace.
What's up, Luke?
All right, and this is the podcast where we go and we basically just go and talk about albums by famous bands, albums that have had a quite a big contribution to modern culture,
Society?
society.
We live in a
Yes.
society? Funny
So
meme, please laugh.
no, shut up. So,
You gonna cry?
today we are doing the Black Album, the classic, you know, album by Metallica that most
Yeah.
people think of when it comes to that.
Whenever they think of Metallica.
So, let me pull up the album cover right here.
Mm-hmm. Gatson flag, blacked out, Metallica in the top left corner. The album is actually called Metallica.
Yes, it is actually called Metallica. Nice. Let me see. So, yeah, this is the Black Album right here. Alright. So, geez, where do we start? Let me pull up the Black Album track list.
Yeah. Alright, so Black Album. Let's see. Starts off with Enter Sandman, I believe, which is a great way to kick off such a great album because that is the face of Metallica.
Yes. Alright.
What's that?
Nothing, I didn't say anything. Alright. So,
Uh, okay. Okay. Sorry, you're very laggy.
yeah,
You
sounds
were.
right. Alright. So, Enter Sandman. Alright.
Mm-hmm.
So, where do we start? At the beginning?
Let's start off with the drum patterns in Enter Sandman because I think the drums is really what gets the song going because it's such a it's such a driven song, and honestly, it's such a powerful way that Lars actually does something.
Yes.
He makes it complete. I don't think there's another drum pattern that could work with the Enter Sandman riff.
Yes.
And
So,
obviously, it might be a
especially,
simple
yeah.
one, but it just fits, and that's what Lars is for. He's a simple drummer, but he fits
Yes.
perfectly.
He does the job.
So, I mean, that's
And
what I would like to say about Enter
the
Sandman.
most notable drum pattern and drum beat in Enter Sandman is that clean guitar riff at the beginning. How when you cut, it's the perfect mixture between the bass tone and the drums with that.
I'm assuming that you have disconnected.
No, I'm here. Did I disconnect? Alright, hold on. This is just a common occurrence that we have on this channel. My internet hates me, so it's gonna go out randomly, you know. Just give it a good second. Trace, are we back?
Alright, there he is.
Alright, yeah.
I was
So,
playing some
at,
music to
at,
fill it in, you know what I'm saying?
at the very beginning, right?
Mm-hmm.
I could actually just pull up the song right here. I have to put it quiet though because my family is sleeping. And also, you know,
I'm not sure we should. I think everybody's heard Enter Sandman before, Luke.
yeah, I'm talking about the specific part that I'm talking about.
Okay.
This part.
Wow. Yeah, the intro.
that that part of the drums is what I think really like boosts the intensity of the
Oh
song.
yeah, it really
Now,
builds it up.
yes, it is definitely an overrated song. It is definitely overplayed, and it
I wouldn't say
gets
overrated. I would say overplayed. Yeah,
yeah.
it's a great song. It's just overplayed.
The guitar
Incredibly.
riff, when the song actually like where it actually like gets going.
Kicks in the main
Yeah,
riff.
the main riff, the palm muting work that James puts into it is
As always, amazing.
it has always been great, and that's a big
Part of it.
factor in yeah, that's a big part of what makes the Black Album so great is the heavy beefy
Tone.
guitar, yeah, the guitar tone that he puts in to it. So Enter Sandman, definitely a great
Actually, a
song.
very similar tone to Injustice for All in terms of how it's built. It's just different equipment and it's different guitar, and the pickups they used were different. I think they went from using Jacksons to going from Jacksons to ESPs from 88 to 91. So, it's obviously gonna be different, but it's actually very similar in terms of build. So, I mean, obviously it has a powerful tone because it's closely related to Justice. That's what
Yeah.
I'm trying to say.
So
Trying
another
to get at.
big thing about and
I would like to say one thing though about the tone of Kirk's leads. His wah sounds really amazing here,
yes,
and it's very
definitely.
hard to see that, especially in the 90s, because I feel like a lot of 90s albums. Okay, so you've disconnected.
I have. Oh
I'm
crap.
gonna laugh. Mm, mm, mm.
I'm sorry, guys. This crap's it's hard to do, bro. All right, I'm back. All right. Hey Trace, I'm back.
Hello.
So yeah, and something that also lays in the Black Album. I don't know if they did it on any of their other albums, but it's not. It doesn't lie in the music and the notes that are being played itself. It relies in the production. The the production in the album and the mixing is amazing,
Yeah,
unlike anything
I
I've
think
ever
it's
heard.
very multi-layered, and that's really what gives it its charm.
Yeah, and they did
Especially in a
it.
track like
Yeah,
Wherever I May Roam. That track has so many different like I don't know, it's so many different layers, and it's just such a amazing track. If you hear the vocals isolated, his double layering is it makes it sound so much better. I can't hear it the same without the double tracking, you know? I mean, and that's the thing for a lot of things, but especially on the Black Album.
yeah. So another big thing that I'm pretty sure they did this is they did live recording, right?
All together.
Yeah, all together. And
Kind of how Euthanasia from Megadeth was. Except, I guess it was vice versa.
yeah, so it's like
Trademark Bob Rock kind of thing.
yeah,
No, it's popular without him, obviously, but
and it's also like since they're doing it in a live setting, the sound from all the different instruments are bleeding into each other, and it mixes like
perfectly.
perfectly. It it's hard to do that type of crap because it's like it's just the production seems to be so much harder because then if you're listening to the guitar riff and trying to master the guitar riff, you also have to worry about the drums, lead guitar, and bass that's bleeding into it.
Yeah.
And the fact that the producer still managed to get it perfect is just great. Not
Yeah,
I've
I
never
agree.
seen a better production job than on the Metallica album. So next song, shall we?
Next song,
Sad but
Sad But
True.
True? Yeah. You're looking at the track listing, huh?
So Sad
Okay.
but True.
Sad But True. This song right here. This is a song that me and Luke can probably both agree that it's the song that got us into Metallica. Well, let's be honest, this song is one of the heaviest things to come out of the early 90s. And probably, I mean, anything up until then, if you really think about it. I can't name a song besides maybe something from Slayer or maybe even some Anthrax or Megadeth. It's one of them. But I can't name a song that's come close to heaviness from before then. Maybe Domination, actually. Maybe some. Okay, Cowboys from Hell. That whole album is pretty heavy, I gotta say.
Yeah.
But
So the thing about the
is so powerful.
yeah, it's incredibly powerful. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that for the guitar riff, that how James got that powerful sound was he layered the guitar track over itself what like 8 times.
That's something he did commonly. Look at, I think, what maybe, I think it was Eye of the Beholder. Maybe, I believe. I'm not sure. I think he did that on Eye of the Beholder too. I know you don't really, I know you're not really a fan of Justice, but you gotta say it's pretty heavy.
Yeah, oh, definitely, very heavy. Um, I'm gonna play right now a little bit of
Oh.
Sad but True,
That
just real quick.
was the first song
Hold on, give me a
since
second.
Master that was tuned down to D
Yeah,
standard, so very diverse.
yeah. Let me
Gave
just
a.
play a little bit of it real quick.
Mhm.
All right.
Mhm.
So, um, so, you'll notice that along with the very heavy guitar that is being played, the bass that Jason you said is laying along with it adds so much more low end to that guitar, and it just works perfectly. And his tone has that really growly bass tone. It's like that.
That's Jason's mark.
Yeah,
You see
definitely.
it anywhere that he plays.
Anywhere except for Justice because
Maybe not his
Justice.
modern stuff. I haven't really listened to it,
Yeah,
but he had a very growly tone, I will say.
very growly.
Very,
And there's one other thing
very
that I'm gonna
scoopy,
mention about
kinda.
that
You know what I
about
mean?
when we get to Wolf and Man.
I don't know if he disconnected or not.
Oh crap, I did. I have to send a message on mobile because it only disconnects on my computer. Yeah, so it's just that there's a very specific tone that he has. It's that growly tone on about like the first half of the of the Black Album, and then everything else above that has this very unique tone that I want to talk about because I just think it's definitely worth mentioning. This is definitely like a very, very important album in metal history. I just need to wait for my internet to get back on track so I can get back with Trace. Man, internet is getting really bad right now. Alright, let me say it one more time and then I'm gonna make this next part a part 2. Alright, give me a second, boys. This is gonna carry on to the part 2. That's gonna come up maybe like an hour after this first video is made.